Morning, it's Jo here from York Buddhist Centre, ready to do a loving kindness meditation this morning. We've got 5 minutes before we get started, so we're just waiting for the regular gang to gather. So if you're watching this later on, you might want to skip forward, or you can just enjoy sitting here with me for 5 minutes while I wait for the guys to arrive. So whatever suits you, just getting a good meditation posture, somewhere comfortable, relaxed, but somewhere that you're not going to be too drowsy. And just make sure you've got a blanket to hand. It's getting a bit colder here now in the UK, so we need blankets on the ready, especially as all the energy bills are going up. Maybe 2 blankets. But yeah, when you're sitting still for half an hour, you do start to feel the cold. So it's nice just to have a blanket nearby that you can just shift over you and get comfortable again, so that you don't have to come out of your kind of deeper stage of awareness in order to find a blanket or something to put over you. Oh, good morning, Sarah. Good morning. Nice to see you. It's Friday again. Can you believe it? Yeah. I mean, the other danger is when we're all tucked up with blankets. I mean, I've just put my heating on, and in 20 minutes I'm going to start feeling that that you get kind of a little bit sleepy, especially at this time in the morning. So I think the other, it's a real skill trying to get the right balance between comfort and alertness. I think one tip that I would like to pass on is, if you do start to feel sleepy, open your eyes and try and just focus on one point instead of closing your eyes. Just really be aware of that. Some people do actually stand up if they feel like they're getting too sleepy, and just try and be in the meditative state on their feet. Other people just move their awareness to, how does that sleepiness feel in the body? Kind of examine the sleepiness rather than just going with it and getting pulled into being sleepy. Kind of how is that showing up in your body? That's quite an interesting thing to do. So, good morning, Philippa and Val and Lynn. Good morning. So yeah, we've just got a couple of minutes to settle in. I hope you're doing all right this morning. Oh, we've got Philippa as well. I love having 2 Philippas. You can't have too many Philippas in your life, I don't think, in my experience. So welcome to you. Oh, and Sangha K2. Thank you for joining us. That's nice to have you here. Lovely. It's starting to feel like a real Sangha night now. But yeah, so this morning I've got a poem that we'll all be quite familiar with by Tsongkhapa, but I just think I never get weary of that poem about the human body being at peace with itself. It's very powerful, so I hope you're going to enjoy that. And I thought we could experiment today, if you would like to, in just before we start, just trying to think of who we're going to focus on in the Metta Bhavana. So which friend or which person that's been good to you this week are you going to focus on? which stranger, you know, which maybe there's a neighbour that you don't speak to but you see them quite regularly, someone in a shop or on your regular commute or route into town where you do your shopping. Maybe just think of somebody now before we start meditating and see if that helps during the meditation, helps you kind of stay in a meditative state rather than the mind trying to cast around for, right, which good friend do I choose, which stranger and which difficult person do I choose. I should say the person that causes us difficulty, because they just trigger stuff in our mind, don't they? And often there's a theme to the kind of people that we find difficult, and that's because it's to do with us and the constructs in our mind rather than necessarily with them. So yeah, I thought we could just experiment with thinking about them in advance. So yeah, so it's 7 o'clock now, so I'm going to finish the rest of my coffee. You get comfortable. I will try and finish up for past, because I know some of you need to get away, but do just leave whenever you need to. So yeah, this morning we're going to do some loving kindness meditation, which is really about cultivating metta. Another word for metta is friendliness, kindness, love in one sense of the word. We have this one precious human life. We're here today. We're well enough to attend this and try and think about cultivating something within ourselves. So that's just wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful that you're in this situation today. And we know that if we cultivate something, it grows, doesn't it? Like, I guess, a plant. If we look after a house plant, it tends to thrive and do well. So if we cultivate metta and loving kindness, it will flower, it will blossom, it will grow. Our capacity for it will grow. And the opposite's true as well. You know, if we focus on ill will or disliking other people or being resentful, that will also grow and become more powerful. And over time, that shapes our life. That's what the Buddha taught us, that we have the power today and in the next half an hour to cultivate something beautiful, some positive emotion that will over time grow and become more powerful and change our life, change how we are in the world, and that affects people around us. So that's our intention today. And of course, with any meditation, sometimes you have meditations that feel really expansive and you feel like you're really there, you're really in the meditation, and other meditations where, you know, the mind is really wandering. Maybe it's overstimulated with what you've had to deal with this week. Maybe you're just, you know, you're in a maybe a fatigued state or a depleted state, and the meditation is affected by that. But whatever happens this morning, it's okay. Whether you have a really in-depth meditation where you feel very connected to it, or whether you don't, whether you're kind of working with distraction and the hindrances. The Buddha would say that is okay, whatever happens. Just be here with the intention to cultivate metta. I'm going to have a good cough now. I'm not as good at muting myself as Shaki Padar, so a bit croaky. Oh, good morning to Lorraine and Jenny and Helen, who've just joined us. So yeah, just settling in to your meditation posture. Taking a few complete breaths. We're going to settle in, and then I'm going to read the poem by Tsongkhapa before we start our meditation. Just allowing your body to rest into gravity. Relaxing your muscles. And trying to let go of any holding in your body as much as possible. Using the out breath just to relax a little bit more. And just arriving in today's meditation. All the parts of you are welcome. The peaceful parts and the wrathful parts. But maybe you can let your face and body just relax. You're softening the face. Softening the shoulders. And just resting your awareness in the body for a moment. The sensations of breathing. Just resting your awareness in the front of your body. Your chest as it rises and falls. Just scanning your awareness right down the front of your body. Can you sense the echo of your breath down into your belly? In the front of your legs? Now bringing your awareness to the back of the body. And being aware that your lungs inflate the back as well. Not just your front of your body, but your ribs go all the way around and the lungs inflate. at the back of the body. I wonder if you can feel that. Becoming aware of the sides of your body as you breathe. Can you feel the sides of your body just slightly expanding and then shrinking back again? And maybe within your chest you can feel the heart center in the middle of your body behind your lower rib cage. This is the seat of a lot of positive emotions. Just being open to being able to connect with that this morning. As you breathe in, you might find it as a sensation of warmth or expansiveness in that area. And in the Metta Bhavana, the first stage, we're going to bring a sense of loving kindness to ourselves as we sit here today or lie here today. All the different parts of ourselves. The part that really wanted to be here this morning, and the part that wanted to stay in bed, the part that was weary. All of you is welcome. Can we really wish ourselves well? All our good qualities. Maybe remembering a time where we've tried to be kind this week, or thoughtful, or respectful. Just remembering that. And if nothing springs to mind, maybe just the fact that you are here this morning, trying to cultivate loving kindness within you. Trying to feel more at ease with yourself and the world around you. That's a beautiful intention. Can you direct some loving kindness towards yourself this morning? And perhaps lowering your defences so that you can feel a loving kindness coming from others towards you. And if it helps in your imagination, you could experience loving kindness as sunlight falling upon you and just warming you. We are human beings. We have our own conditioning that we sometimes struggle with. But within us, there's a lot of goodness. Saying these words from your heart. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be free from suffering. And now we're going to invite someone else into our meditation, a friend of ours, someone that we've got positive Vedana about, positive emotion. Maybe someone who's been good to you this week. Can we channel some friendliness and love towards this human being? Because we know that this human has difficulty with their mind, just as we do. Find themselves clinging to relationships, to beliefs, to goals. And that means that they're really going round on the circle of samsara, sometimes up, sometimes down. Can we send this person our love and our friendliness this morning in our imagination? Perhaps you can imagine smiling at them, encouraging them, beaming the sunlight of loving kindness towards them so that they can really feel it resting upon them. Just cultivating that feeling. You might notice changes in your heart center as you think about this friend. Just be open to that. Just go with it. Don't focus on it too much. Just enjoy it in the moment if it happens. wishing that good friend well from our heart. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. And just letting go of the good friend now and bringing to mind someone who's a relative stranger. Just a face, someone that you might see but you just don't know them. It's likely that you don't have any feelings about this person, and that's just the way the brain operates. But can we just take a few minutes to consider them, bring them into our consciousness? This person's life is the centre of their universe. Their mind thinks all the time about how to achieve their goals, how to look after people that they love, how to make money and survive. And at times things are going really well for them, and they perhaps feel more relaxed. And then other times things just change. Things are always going to change. And maybe they're facing something like a chronic illness or just aging, change in status or identity. And then they will have darker times. Can we direct some loving kindness towards this relative stranger this morning? Can we look on them with a kindly gaze? And if you can, in imagination, just transmitting some sunlight to them. And watching them relax a little bit in our imagination. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. And now we're going to invite into our meditation someone that triggers off some difficult feelings within us. Maybe someone who makes you feel a little bit irritated or frustrated. Someone that just rubs you up the wrong way. And in Buddhism, these people are known as priceless treasures because they can help us cultivate metta when it's really difficult, when the natural inclination isn't there. So just using your breath to cope with inviting this person into your meditation. You might want to imagine that they're here with you today, maybe out in nature somewhere. And just using your breath to be kind to yourself if you feel any tension when you think about this person. And this person is the centre of their universe. Lots of their thoughts and plans are about their future, the people they care about, their future. Their life is very important to them. And yet they come across impermanence all the time. They notice themselves getting older, maybe experiencing health problems as we get older. Just the normal challenges of life. Money worries, relationship worries. Sometimes this person that you find difficult feels really desperate and despairing. It's a human living with a tricky mind, just like we are. Just wanting to be happy, but getting pulled into thinking and planning instead of just being with this moment, the present. Can we wish them well this morning, this person that we find difficult? Can we direct some loving kindness towards them? And if it helps, you can use the image of sunlight coming from you to them. Imagine smiling at them, genuinely wishing them well. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. And now we're going to bring together all four beings for the last bit of our meditation. That's ourselves, someone who's been good to us, the stranger, and the person that causes us difficulty. Can you imagine the four of you maybe standing somewhere in nature, maybe beside a stream or a waterfall, just in a circle. Can you imagine all four of you receiving equal amounts of metta beaming down? the sunlight of metta falling on each of you equally. Including yourself. May all beings be happy. May all beings be well. May all beings be free from suffering. Just rest your awareness in the sense of metta that you've created. You might feel it in the softness of your face, or in your heart center, in the middle of your body. You might feel a warmth. You might feel it in your belly. The human body, at peace with itself, is more precious than the rarest gem. Cherish your body. It is yours this one time only. The human form is one with difficulty. It is easy to lose. All worldly things are brief, like lightning in the sky. This life you must know as the tiny splash of a raindrop, a thing of beauty that disappears even as it comes into being. Therefore set your goal, make use of every day and night to achieve it. And if you have a sense of metta and love within your body at the moment, just imagine widening that out from the circle to the people in your street, in your area, in your town, and the whole country, if that feeling's strong enough. Just wishing all the beings well. Humans and the non-human beings. Just imagining your sense of metta rippling out, perhaps even reaching other countries and right round the world. May we all be well. May we all be happy. May we all be free from suffering. And just sitting with that feeling for a few more seconds. Gently bringing yourself back to the room that you're in, opening your eyes, wiggling your fingers, maybe having a stretch. Just bringing yourself back to the day ahead. And well done for cultivating that metta, just looking after it and treasuring it. And it just makes sense that it will grow. The more we cultivate it, the more it grows and the more people it affects. Not just in our meditation, but as we move through the day, we're in a slightly different frame of mind. So I hope you enjoyed that, everybody. And it's 25 to 8, so time for us to be ending. And I'll look forward to, I think I'm seeing you next Friday. Yeah. Eugenio does the last Friday of the month, so I think it'll be me again next week. So that'll be lovely to see you again. And go well. I hope you have a really nice day. But however your day is, I just hope that you can meet it with your awareness and really look after yourself, because you are amazing. There's only one of you, just remember that. You're an expression of the universe, a unique expression of the universe, and you're very precious. So have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you again. Bye now.